Hi there everyone, my name is Tabitha, and the career I decided to do the profile on was a caseworker in the foster care industry. I'm really interested in adoptions or foster care, but I wanted to know a little bit more about the foster care system, and so I decided to do the profile on this position in the foster care, not adoptions. As far as the career contacts goes, I didn't have one. I just found most of my stuff online through different websites, but I was able to find just a ton of centers. You can find them in every city. So it's a very well spread out industry. The working environment, there are many different jobs that need to be done when it comes to foster care and a foster care center as a caseworker. And the hours vary between the different positions, but each position has pretty unconventional hours. It just depends on how many cases you have, and working around the different schedules of the children and the families. There are multiple children assigned to one person, so that kind of complicates things as well because you're trying to make sure you fit into everyone's schedule and trying to get it all done. I did read that they're really trying to spread the word on this position and this industry because there are so few people really into it. They're really trying to generate public awareness so there are more people interested in the job. So hopefully that can kick up and will help a little bit. The typical stressors for this job is the fact that there's not enough people, there's not enough hands on deck. It makes the workload very heavy, and you're struggling multiple cases, or you're struggling to juggle with multiple cases, and you don't want anyone to fall through the cracks, and unfortunately that happens sometimes because of a lack of. Another stressor was being able to stay compassionate and positive all the time with every client. It's very hard to put yourself out there and continually try to help someone who doesn't really have any interest in helping themselves. It's always a very frustrating situation to be in. So that was one I definitely read a lot about. The typical benefits, I wasn't really able to find a general list of what kind of benefits came through as far as a wide profession goes. It just depends on where you were hired, and you could get benefits through that particular center. But for the most part, you were kind of expected to obtain your own insurance and kind of take care of yourself as far as that goes. There's a lot of other benefits like helping people, but as far as like economically, there's just not a lot of benefits that come from it. Common job tasks. Some of the tasks include visiting the kids in their homes and talking with their parents or guardians to see how they're getting on. It also requires you stepping in and talking to the teachers, the therapists, the doctors when there are behavioral and emotional problems, just to kind of really make sure that the kid is getting everything he needs or she needs. You can also arrange reunions of siblings who've been separated from one another through the system, as well as visitations through or for parents and children that have also been separated due to circumstances. There's also the possibility of testifying in juvenile court, and so that comes up too. Educational requirements. Most places I looked at, you only needed a bachelor's in social services or a related degree. So the degree that we're in right now definitely relates and it would work. Different certifications came with different places in different states, but having a bachelor's gets your foot in the door, and in order to continue up the ladder, you just you get more training, you get certified, you just kind of work your way up, which is like it is in most jobs. The starting salary was anywhere from 20 to probably 30K, and then the experience salary was 38K and on. It kind of depended again where you worked, your experience and your education, and you could start anywhere from $8 to $10 an hour, and then just go up depending on what your qualifications were. Miscellaneous career information, one thing I did read multiple times was do an internship. It's very, very helpful. It prepares you for the workload, the crazy unconventional hours, the pace of the job. It kind of shows you the ins and outs of the industry and really teaches you hands-on experience so you can be a better aid for families and for the children, and figure out exactly what you want to do, in that industry. So that was very good miscellaneous career information to stumble across. And yeah, that is the end of the presentation. So overall, I thought it was a really rewarding and interesting job to do, to be able to help families and help children figure out where they need to go and what's the best place for them. So yeah, that's the end of my presentation, and thanks.